I've just told all my friends that if you want to go out with me, like tell me 1 week or 2 weeks before, so that I'll be able to prepare my mind psychologically, emotionally, physically. Like my state of mind should already be in that outing. My feedback that I get from others when the concerns going now, I will tell you, negative, it's poor, it's bad. Like it's visible to everyone, because there's some people that you can really not be satisfied serving. Hey family, welcome again to another Christmas season video in which we pick up on our setback and we prepare for the new year 2025. In today's video, we will be talking about how to identify our strengths and weaknesses. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, you are warmly welcome. To my 10 subscribers, I love you all and hope you are enjoying this Christmas season, because we have a long way. The first thing I will start by saying is that your weaknesses and your strength is an important part of your personality that you have to be aware of. That is, you have to be aware of your personality. That is self-awareness, right? You have to understand yourself. You have to learn your personality. You have to know what is inbuilt in you, like in your characteristics, in your person, what is inbuilt in you. And you might be finding out what is self-awareness. Self-awareness is a person's growth, success, and the act of making better decisions in life. So self-awareness is just about you just developing yourself, how you make your decisions, and how successful you are as an individual. The second thing I would like you to know about weaknesses and strength is that understanding your strength helps build confidence. Like when you know who you are able to stand in your personality, and you are able to be confident in the personality that you are, because it will be a wastage of time if you are living in another person's personality, or if you are living in another person's character, or if you are trying to copy another person. It will be very difficult for you. So learn how to live in your personality, and learn how to identify your weaknesses, and learn how to identify your strength. Your weaknesses provide opportunity for you to grow, and that is why we always say that you should never be ashamed of your weaknesses, because if you are ashamed of your weaknesses, you will never grow. That is because you will not accept those weaknesses. You will be ashamed of those weaknesses, and once you are ashamed of your weaknesses, you will never see it as an opportunity for you to grow. So accept your weaknesses. Take your weaknesses as an opportunity for you to improve in that aspect of your life. Now, what are strengths and what are weaknesses? Your strengths are natural talents, skills, qualities that makes a task easier for you than another person. So your strength is that particular aspect of your life that helps you to do something faster, easier, comfortable, and flexible than any other person can do. While your weaknesses is the opposite. Your weaknesses is that particular task or that particular thing that you find a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges. Like when they tell you that you have to do this thing, it becomes a nightmare for you. That is your weakness. So your weaknesses, your strengths are the things that you do easily, the things that you don't stress in doing, while your weaknesses on the other hand are things that you see it as a nightmare when you are being asked to do them. Let me take an example of a weakness to me. An example of a weakness to me, I would say, is me going out. Yes, like if you are part of this channel, you will know that I have a particular problem with stepping out or leaving my home and going out. Like when I think of going out, it's just a nightmare. Like from the time I have to prepare, I have to select a dress, I have to prepare myself, I have to start preparing. Like when in fact, I've just told all my friends that if you want to go out with me, like tell me 1 week or 2 weeks before, so that I'll be able to prepare my mind psychologically, emotionally, physically. Like my state of mind should already be in that outing. Because if you just tell me today that we have to go out tomorrow, like if by the grace of God I make it in that outing, like my entire self is not in that outing, because it's like a nightmare for me to start preparing what I will wear. What I would say, if it's going to be an interactive outing, what would I be talking about? It has always been a difficult thing for me to go out, to associate myself with people out of my environment, out of my home. It's always a nightmare for me, and that is a weakness that I have been fighting on for years now, and I'm still fighting on that weakness. And this video is equally going to help me, because when I was doing my scripting, I got to have a lot of insight when I talk about weaknesses and strength. So that as this video is helping me today, I pray that this video will equally help you and will help everyone that you are going to share this video to. Now, what are the steps that you can easily identify your strength? Because people may be asking, how can I identify your strength? For you to identify your strength, I would like you to always ask yourself some personal questions. Questions such as, what activity gives you energy? Like, what is the activity that you can do 24/7 and you are not tired, you are not exhausted? What is the activity that gives you a lot of satisfaction? Like if you do the activity, if you just do the activity for an entire day, you are satisfied. What is that thing that family and friends appreciate you for a lot? These are the questions that you can ask yourself for you to be able to identify what is your talent. And on the other hand, how can you identify your weaknesses? There are equally questions that you can ask yourself, like, what tasks do I avoid because they are hard for me to accomplish? Like, what is that task that you avoid? Like, when it comes to going out, I just avoid it with every energy in me. Even if I don't have energy, I will surely borrow somebody's energy just to avoid going out. What feedback do I get from others? My feedback that I get from others when it concerns going out, I will tell you, it's negative, it's poor, it's bad. Like, it's poor, it's bad, it's negative. Every bad word that can ever come in your mind, that's the feedback I get from people when it concerns out. Do you know that criticisms help identify areas in your life that needs improvement? Like, nowadays, when someone criticizes you, when someone corrects a bad aspect of your life, we often take it as a blackmail. I don't know if I should call it blackmail, or we often see it as a problem. When someone identifies a bad character or a bad aspect of your life, you are supposed to be thankful or appreciative to that person, because I know of people that when they see you falling into a pit, they will allow you fall into that pit with every belonging of yours. And that is something that we should not copy. If you see your friend or if you see someone close to you going to the wrong direction, please correct that person. Because if you don't correct that person will certainly develop him or herself in that negative character, and it will not be good for you. That is why when you are criticized, you should take it as an opportunity for you to improve on that aspect of your life. How can your strengths and your weaknesses help you grow? Like, how can you blend, how can you merge your strength and your weaknesses for them to help you, push you, grow in every aspect of your life? The first thing you should do is you have to focus on building your strength further. Focus on building that aspect of your life that you know that you can excel on it despite the ups and downs. Like an aspect of my life that I excel a lot in is my services. Like no matter how weak I am, no matter how difficult I am, I will still be serviceable. I will still do. It's not like serviceable to everyone, because there are some people that you can really not be satisfied serving. Like, yeah, I know there's some people like that. But focus on the aspect of your life that you excel a lot in, because when you focus on those aspects of your life, when you are in your down moment, those aspects of your life will push you up. When I don't go out, my services I render enables me to know that okay, there is a potential to go out. That potential will still exist. Even if I don't go out with friends, those friends will not take away that service character from me. So focus on those aspects of your life that you excel a lot in, because they are going to help you in the long run. They are going to help you when times are bad. They are going to help you when no one understands you. Just look at this scenario that okay, I decide not to go out with my friends and they are seriously mad with me, and they come back and they're like trying to quarrel me, and on the other hand, while I stayed back home, I was not idle. I was helping my mom in the kitchen, I was helping my dad, I was just doing things at home or in my environment that will boost up my confidence, that will help my environment to grow. And when those my friends come back and they're like trying to quarrel with me, these other people that I was serving or I was working with, they will be able to cover me up. I believe the energy that I'm going to bring up from this positive aspect of mine will overshadow the bad energy that will be coming in from my friends. So you should focus, put a lot of strength and energy in those aspects of your life that you excel in a lot. Set small actionable goals to address your weakness. You remember I said that if you want me to go out with you, you have to tell me 2 weeks ahead or 1 week ahead. That is one. Now, if you want me to go out with you, at the personal level, I have to start speaking to myself. I have to start putting myself in a state of outing. I have to picture myself in that place. Next thing I will have to do is I have to prepare what I will wear from my head to my toe. Hairstyle, makeup, dresses, shoes, like all these things have to come into play. That is how you help your strength. You merge your strength and your weaknesses for you to grow. What are those small little action goals that you can put in place that will help you to turn your weakness into a strength and will turn your strength to an excellent top part? So you should look into these little small goals that you can set for you not to fall into the trap of your weakness. Let's take another example for let me say time management. Time management can be another weakness, maybe to you or to another person, but it's not really, time management is not really a weakness to me. Let me just say for an example, time management is a weakness to you. What are those little goals that you can put in place to solve the problem of time management? You can use a planner or you can do a to-do list. What is a to-do list? A to-do list is short and achievable goals that you have to do in a day, not even in a week. Like if you have goals that you have to do in a month, you have to reduce those goals into little goals that you achieve them in a week. And if the goals that you have to achieve them in a week, you have to reduce them into little goals that you achieve them in a day. That is how you bring out little goals for you to turn your weakness into a strength. I know I have spoken a lot of things, but I want to conclude this video by saying that there is no way you'll be able to merge your weaknesses and your strength for you to grow if you don't embrace imperfection. Like, you have to embrace imperfection. No one is perfect in this life. No one is completely perfect. There's no way you should scold at yourself. There's no way you should frown at yourself because you had promised yourself that, okay, you will no longer do this weakness. You will no longer fall into this trap of weaknesses, but you still see yourself falling into that trap. You should not beat up yourself for it. Embrace yourself, embrace that weakness, and tell yourself, okay, this weakness has been a weakness and I have fallen again in it. Yes, you failed in not going out with your friends again, and you had promised them that it will not happen again, but you still failed. You still saw yourself not going out with them. Yes, I accept, and I am working on this. Lord, grant me the grace to work on this and help me to come out from my comfort zone. You even have to remind yourself that you are a human being, and human beings do errors on a daily basis. So don't scold yourself. Don't put yourself to how can I say it? Just embrace yourself and remind yourself that you can do it. Remind yourself that you can turn your weaknesses into your strength. Because if you are discouraged of your weaknesses, there is no way you'll be able to accept your imperfection. There's no way you'll be able to come out from that weakness. There's no way you'll be able to turn your weaknesses into. We have come to the end of this video, and I hope this video has been a blessing to you. Please let us learn from all these things and put them into practice in the coming year 2025. So I come your way. Keep loving, keep believing in Christ. We can do all things.